Hey guys, it's Missy Wolf, and I'm here with Pat Pollifrone from Adairs Run. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I am doing well. I'm excited to talk to you. And you play lead guitar for the band, right?
You sure do.
I think that's great. I am so excited about your guys' music. I've been listening to it over and over. And granted, you have the sampling on your website, so it's really fun to listen to all of it. But I'm like addicted, and I want to hear more. I want to hear everything in full length. It's great. So I want to hear the backstory.
Awesome.
How did you guys meet each other? How did you guys form your band? Because this is a sound that I think country music needs. This is a group that country music needs to hear, and I'm super excited about it.
Awesome. Well, I'll tell you, our lead singer Todd, he and I were working at a bar and grill. We were actually bouncers, and we got to talking about all the music that people were playing on the jukebox one night. We were like, man, this is awful. Like, if I could, here's what I like to listen to. And I said, oh, cool. Well, I like to listen to that too. And he said, yeah, I like to write songs too. And I said, really? I said, me too. And the next day after that, we were writing songs and getting a project together for the studio. That was back in 2009.
Wow.
And so he and I, we toured around, Huntington, West Virginia, where we got started, just doing the acoustic thing, playing open mics or anywhere, any bar that would have us, we were playing it. And so we had an opportunity, I guess 2 years after we had started playing together, and we had an opportunity to open up for Bret Michaels from the band Poison.
Oh, wow.
And, we weren't really a rock band. We were a country rock band, what we are, still today. And we said, wow, well, we gotta get a band together. So we talked to a couple of our buddies, and they said, oh, well, man, I know a guy, and we pieced the original band together. That was Grant Calhoun, who was playing drums, and Brett Taylor on bass guitar. And they were the original guys, and we toured with them after the Bret Michaels gig. We got a ton of shows. We toured on that for like 2 years, saying, "Hey,
wow." We
opened up for Bret Michaels," and then bar owners were just all of a sudden they're like, "Oh well, if you're good enough to do that, you're good enough to play here." So
right.
we were like, "All right, yeah." So the shows just started coming in, and we were on the road every weekend, for another year with the whole band, and that was up until 2012 when we finally moved to Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a big step for us in everybody's career and lives. We all had to sacrifice some things,
right?
And but it's been totally worth it. Now I will tell you our first original members, Brett and Grant, who was our drummer and bass player, they're not with us anymore. They went on to pursue other things and start families and get real jobs and things like that.
Right.
Which no one blames them. We're all still really good friends to this day. It's like when they decided to leave, it was like everybody was starving and no one was blaming them. So
right.
But we Todd and I this was our kind of brainchild from the beginning, and we said, you know what, man, like, let's stick with it. We were lucky enough to find our drummer Chad and our bass player Ian. Right now, we're so lucky to have those guys. Bringing them into the band brought a whole new dynamic that we needed, and that not really something that we were missing, but just something different. And we all just mesh so well together. Everybody has their role in the band, and it's like you've got to have that, and everybody knows their place, and it's great. And we're just really blessed and lucky to have what we have now. So
absolutely. And you guys just released your first EP, Turn Back the Miles. How has that gone for you?
That has just been, we've been overwhelmed with the support that we've gotten. it's just been great. You know, the fan support and the radio teams that come up to us and they say, hey man, you know, we're really digging your album, or the other artists that come up like, hey, you know, that's awesome, sounds good.
Yeah.
And that means so much to us, because, you know, everybody's taking a chance in Nashville, trying to put out something that sounds good or new or cool or edgy or whatever, and we're just kind of doing our thing, and people are seeming to like that. So it's just like, it's great. It's a really warm feeling. I mean, the album's, it's doing really well, and people are enjoying it. So once again, you know, it's just super blessed.
Right? That's incredible. And
yep.
And I love hearing, you know, the happiness in your voice, and you know, you truly do seem like you are very grateful for your fans and for where you are right now. And I think that, you know, it's a super fun place to be. And how do you feel about social media with your, you know, overall success? Like, do you feel like that's played a huge part?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, Facebook, Instagram. I know our drummer Chad, he controls our Instagram, and he's always on there, you know, talking to fans and posting things or whatever, and you know, they love that. And what you said about being grateful for the fans, I mean, 100%. Without those guys, there's no us.
Right.
You know, we don't have a job. I'm just, you know, another dude working a day job. So we are so grateful for everyone who enjoys our music and what we're doing. I mean, that's the driving force behind, you know, why we do it. I mean, it's not for the money.
No, right? I know. I hear that all the time, and it's true. And you know what? And it's the same way for my job as well. It is definitely not for the money, but you know, getting to talk to independent artists and getting to, you know, introduce fans to new music is so much fun for us and for you as well. I mean, I just think hearing the excitement in your voice is so fun for me, and hearing how happy you are that you are where you are and that you're continuing to grow. And I just think that's really awesome. And, you know, making that move to Nashville is something that a lot of people, you know, have started doing, because I think that they realize, well, if they're not in Nashville, it's a lot harder, you know, and to be able to be there right in the thick of it all, where you have amazing songwriters left and right that live there that you can collaborate with. I mean, that's huge. That is definitely huge. Have you experienced the small world of Nashville yet, as far as this person knows this person and this person, and it's just everyone is connected to everyone? Have you experienced that yet?
It is the smallest big city in the world. I mean, everyone knows everyone, or has written with someone, or played with someone, or recorded with like everybody. You know, it's a very tight-knit group of people. You're not getting so much of like the cutthroat environment where it's like every man for himself. It's more like the better my friends do, the better I'm going to do. So it's like everybody's just helping everyone, and it's just a big, helpful, like loving community. And I mean, you can't find a better place to move to. So for people who are thinking about moving to Nashville, just do it. I mean, I wish I would have moved. You know, 4 years or 5 years earlier. And I mean, if you're a young person, if you're an older person, whatever, like, there's no better time than now, you know, come on, like,
exactly.
Do it.
And, you know, for me, I know you know absolutely nothing about me, which is totally cool, but after this, you're going to know more than you probably want to know. I moved to Nashville in 2013, and then I came back to California to visit family and friends on vacation, you know, in 2014, and I've been stuck here ever since. And I am trying so hard to get back to Nashville, and it's like, it's killing me. I got to get there. But, you know, I've been traveling back and forth covering shows, which is great. And so that's what I want to talk to you about. You know, I know you guys have played a lot of festivals. Did you guys happen to, you know, attend CMA Fest this year?
I was actually out of town. I think a couple of the other guys did, and, you know, CMA Fest, that is just crazy town at its finest. We've actually played it a couple times, you know, down on Broadway, and you get in there and you play with, however many other bands. It's a really fun experience. You definitely got to do it.
Right.
But now I just, I've been in town for 4 years, and I feel like I'm just too old to go down there anymore. It's just so many people.
It is.
I feel like an old man. I'm like, oh Lordy, what's going on?
I know it's insane the amount of people that are there, but it's so much fun. I think the best part.
Oh, it is a blast.
It's watching the fans, right? You have all of these fans who are so excited to be there, and they're all carrying these autographed things, whether it's boots or hats or guitars or whatever, and they're just collecting signature after signature, meeting people that they love and adore, and seeing how happy everyone is. I don't think I've ever seen a pissed off person at CMA Fest. I've always
it's pretty much impossible. Yeah, I mean, you can't be upset when you're around that much good music and other people of the same interests. I mean, if you love country music, then yes, CMA Fest is your oasis.
Definitely. Now, I know you've played festivals. So what festivals have you played at, and which one has your favorite been so far? Because there's a couple that I've attended that I'm just like, holy cow, I want to come here every single year. And then there's some where I'm like, oh yeah, I don't ever want to come back. So what is yours?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, we played. There was a festival back home. It was called Riverfest, and that's in St. Albans. It's a smaller festival, 3,000 to 5,000 people. That's probably the most memorable for me. And I think Todd as well, because we, that's our home base,
right.
And right there around Charleston, West Virginia, and Huntington and whatnot, and we just always get such a warm welcome there, and people just enjoy what we do up there. And
absolutely.
I mean, West Virginia, there's not really many better environments. I'm not from there originally, but I spent most of my adult life up there, and it's just a great place, great people. Really just salt of the earth. And
yeah, I hear that it's pretty magical there. And everybody I have met, every artist that I've met from West Virginia, when they meet another West Virginia person, they're like instantly bonded, connected, brothers, whatever, they're family. And it's
right. It's family. I mean,
yeah, it's awesome. It's amazing. I mean, Cody Wickline is from West Virginia, and then you had the flooding that was just there recently, and you saw so many people band together and to go and help and give, and it's just. I couldn't even, I mean, the bond and just the connection that people have to West Virginia is so strong, and it's beautiful. And I kind of am jealous of the magic of that, because I don't have that here in California. I don't.
Right. I mean, it really is an honest, genuine place. I mean, just, people ain't gonna put up with anything, but they will give you the shirt off their back.
Right.
And it's really special to be up there and be embraced by good people like that.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad that they have that festival and that you guys have played that, and I think that's one that maybe I will want to attend, because I haven't heard of this festival before, and I'm like, it sounds fun, and everything I've heard about everyone from West Virginia, and our co-founder at the magazine is from West Virginia, so it's like, you know what?
Really?
Yeah, that's one I think we got to get to, because just
very cool.
Yeah, the whole everybody there that I've ever met is just so incredibly amazing. It's like I can't not go at this point. I need to go. It's imperative that I go.
Right.
Now. But so what do you guys have coming up?
Well, we've got a lot of tour dates. Let's see. Right off the top of my head, it's so we go so many places. It's like the guys will all text each other on like Wednesday and say, "Hey, where are we meeting?" All right, Pat's house. Okay, where are we going?
Right.
Yeah. So it's like I think we're going to be in Starksville, Mississippi, coming up soon at a place called Cowbells. It's a huge venue,
right.
Country venue. They get national acts in there, and it's a big college town. So that's that's right now, what's on the list. Another one is we'll be playing in Princeton, West Virginia, at the Chuck Messina Center, which is an auditorium, and that's actually for the Salvation Army.
Oh.
All of the proceeds from that show will be donated to the Salvation Army. I mean, you were mentioning the floods.
Right.
Princeton's kind of in the southern part of the state, so they've been getting, they had hundreds and hundreds of homes washed away.
Right.
And people are just left with absolutely nothing from this flood. So they've kind of been, a few of them migrating south and staying wherever they can stay. So a lot of them are up at the Salvation Army right now.
Wow.
We're going to donate, everything that show makes straight to them. And, since we can't be up there on the front lines helping people, shovel out trash and pick up debris, that's just kind of our way of giving back. And, it really is the least we can do. We're just sitting here like, man, I wish we could be up there, but, we've all got jobs down here and trying to make the band work. And it's just, it's really a devastating time, but you know what? We're going to have a great time and a great turnout at this event. And, I think it's going to be something really, really good, to do. So.
And the meaning behind it is so special. What you guys are doing is, I think, very, very, very heartwarming, very meaningful to the victims, of those floods. And so kudos to you guys for doing that and, taking the time and your talents and giving back to the community. I think that's great. You see that happening more and more and more, with artists, but with country artists, I'm going to say, and then, handful of, other artists, but it's just something that, I don't want to say names and I don't want to offend anybody, but definitely in the country music industry, I have seen more, coming together for community than anyone, anywhere else. And I just think it's so touching when you're sitting at home and you're watching the news and, you see things and, you see these artists coming together for such a good cause. And there's so many causes out there too. It's like, and how do you just pick one? I mean, there's so many, but you guys are using your talents and voices for the greater good of, your fellow human beings, so I think that's definitely something worth, talking about and, I'm giving you credit for sure. I mean, I know those victims have got to be, really, really, really touched by your guys' efforts. And I can't say enough about it because it means so much to so many who are in need. But,
we're not looking for the gratification. I mean, if anybody should get that, it's our parents. And I'll speak on behalf of, the country community. That's just kind of the lifestyle. I mean, that's the way that, and I can speak for my band, personally, but that's just the way we were brought up. I mean, if you see somebody needs help, you help them. I mean, you get so much going on in the world right now. I mean, you can get on Facebook and watch videos of people getting beat up and there's people standing around laughing at them. It's like,
what is that?
Where I'm from, that never would have flew. That never would have flew,
Exactly.
It's just terrible.
Yeah.
And so when you get an opportunity, I mean, that's just what we were taught is, use your powers for good.
Absolutely.
And we're just trying to do that and,
Well, good job. Good job to your parents for teaching you all that. Because
kudos to them.
Yes,
kudos to them because we could have been dirtbags.
Well, and you said it though. I mean, you know how many videos are going around social media right now, and I mean, and they've been going around social media where you have these young kids. Some aren't even teenagers, and they're disrespecting elderly. They're hitting them. They're being rude. They're saying awful things, and you have these other, and I'm just going to say it, you have these other punks that are standing there filming, laughing, and encouraging, and I'm like, where are their parents, and why have they not taught these kids, manners and respect? I don't understand it, and thankfully, I have parents that, Oh my gosh, that wouldn't have, no, I'd have been backhanded. I'd have been all kinds of things.
Oh yeah.
But that would not fly in our household. And I'm a mom. I have 3 kids, and that will not fly with me either, And so it's
That's right.
It's absolutely crazy. And I think that more people need to stop and look in the mirror and think, who are they raising? What are they raising? Because I'll be damned if my kids aren't going to be respectful kids. It's not, nope, not going to fly here.
Right. Right.
So good job to the parents out there. Thank you. And, you guys have a new album that's going to be coming out soon, right? Or you're scheduled for studio time, and you're going to be coming out with a full-length album in 2017 sometime, I read. So is that right?
Yes, that's what we're shooting for right now. I mean, nothing's in stone right now as to when that's going to get started. But I mean, we've got like 3 albums worth of material that we've got to dig through and pick through and find the best stuff. And when we do release the next one, it's gonna be awesome. I'll just tell you that.
Well, that's exciting, because when you said that you guys were songwriters, and I'm like, okay, if they're songwriters and they met how long ago, I'm like, chances are they have a lot of material to work with right now. And so I'm excited because, just your EP is full of amazing songs. And Hung Over You, is such a fun song. I love it. And you guys have gotten some radio play with that one. From what I can see. So how has that been? I mean, you go from meeting at a bar and grill as a bouncer, and then you start creating music, and then you're on the radio. Like, that's just got to be a whirlwind. Just crazy.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's been a really long journey, and we've got a long ways to go. But you look back, and the low points have been much more plentiful than the high points. So when you get something like this and you get that song on the radio, I mean, it's awesome. And we've got a great radio team working behind us. They're pushing the song to the stations, and they really believe in it. And like I said, I mean, that's just a blessing that people in this town in Nashville, in the industry, are listening to our stuff and they like it. Like, it blows my mind. I just never thought that I would be down here and in 3 or 4 years of being in Nashville, people believe in what we're doing this much. And I mean, it's awesome. So the single is on, I think, 10 stations right now. Nationwide. I know they're up in like Alaska, Wisconsin, Illinois, West Virginia, and Virginia, of course, and a couple other ones. I think New York. But right now, we're just trying to get it to sweep the nation and just get in as many people's ears as we can. We want to play in front of as many people as we can, and just meet as many people as we can, because like I said, without the fans and the people supporting the music, we don't have a job.
Absolutely. And well, I mean, your material alone is going to maintain your fans. I mean, and then you add your personalities and stage presence and all of that. I mean, it's just, you guys are just going to keep growing fans by the thousands. I just know it. And your song, I'm Good For It.
Thank you so much.
My favorite. I think that song is my favorite so far. I love it. I don't know. I absolutely love it. I love what it is, and how many times have we all been there? Where you're like, you're that person that someone can count on. You're gonna pay people back. You can listen to secrets and all of that stuff. I absolutely love this song.
Yeah, it's really fun, and it's an honest song. It's just Todd and one of our buddies wrote that actually like a year and a half, maybe even 2 years ago. And we have been playing it, and then it came time to cut the EP, and we were like, hey man, I'm good for it. We always get really good response, live with that. Like, let's put it on the EP. And
absolutely.
that made it on there, and you know what? That has gotten just great response. I love that song.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't write it, but I just love it. It's just got that groove, and
it does.
It's kind of a feel-good, you know.
And people can relate to it, and that's the thing. It's like, you know, it's when you write a great song and people can relate to it and they can put themselves right in that song, it does. It makes it an instant hit because people want to hear stuff that they can feel. So I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I think the honesty in the record is just there, and I think people will appreciate that. I know I do when I'm as a listener, you know, listening to other things.
Right.
I don't have a Lamborghini or like 15 girlfriends and gold chains and stuff, you know.
Right.
So like when I hear things that pertain to my life and that are honest and true to me, I mean that's just it's great. And I think this record really just encases all of that and a little bit of everybody from this band. And it's just a great team effort, and I just can't wait to see what the next one sounds like. I didn't want to sound cocky when I said the next one's going to be awesome. I think I'm just that excited. I'm that excited for it that it's like, oh man, I can't wait to let you guys listen to it. You know, it's like we haven't even started on it. So
I'm excited too, and that's why I asked about it because you know your website, you give everybody a really awesome sneak peek at what your EP is, and you know they can sample each and every song that's on your EP now, but it's like, oh my God, you hear those, you know, little samples and you're like, I got to hear more. I want to hear more. So when I found out you're going to be doing a full-length album, I'm like, oh gosh, I need to have it. So you guys need to keep us informed because, you know, we want to keep promoting.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, thank you so much. We've been, you know, you talk about Nashville being a small town. We have had some amazing opportunities to write some great songs with some really talented and established writers. And I think that, you know, those songs are just going to shine through on the next album. You know, we've kind of got our feel and what we're doing, and then they're putting just the finishing touches and the polish on it, and it's just making a good song, great song. So I think what's to come is really exciting, and I really hope everybody enjoys it. I think they will.
Well, if you need any feedback before you do any releasing, you know you can always like text me and say, hey, listen to this, and I will be glad to listen to it for you.
Get a professional opinion before it hits the masses. Hey, we'll see. I mean, that's pretty privileged information.
I know, and I'm not that special, but, you know, if you feel inclined.
Well, no, the thing is, I'm not that special. It's hard for me to get it before it's released. So.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh! Well, thank you.
No, definitely. We'll hook you guys up, and you know. We appreciate the support a ton. I can't even tell you.
Oh, absolutely. And thank you again so much for taking the time to talk with me today. I know, you know, you have a busy life, you know, and you could have been doing a million other things today, but the fact that you stopped to talk to me means a lot. And Center Stage Magazine is absolutely excited to watch you guys on your journey. And, you know, anything you need us to help you promote, just let us know. And you have my number now, so you can text me anytime you have, like, even if it's just a flyer for a show that's coming up and you want us to put it out on our website, we absolutely will do that for you. So just let us know how we can help, and anything you need at all, just, you know, contact us and we'll do what we can. Oh my gosh.
Hey, thank you so much. I mean, it's really awesome. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you taking the time to interview me. I mean, that means the world to us. So thank you.
No problem. Thank you. And I know you got stuff to do, so handle your business, take care, and I am looking so forward to what you guys have coming up next. I can't wait. But until then,
it's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
it's gonna be awesome.
It is going to be. So have an awesome day, and we'll talk to you, you know, soon.
All right, Missy. It was great talking to you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Take care. You too.
Bye.